searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Short dark hair, but those eyes so bright.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another week of Scheananigans. I'm joined in the studio today by a true Southern original, a Georgia peach with a sharp wit, impeccable taste, and absolutely no problem saying exactly what's on her mind. She's a devoted mama, a successful entrepreneur, and a passionate philanthropist who shows up for the causes she cares about. You know her from the front row at Fashion Week, hosting immaculate parties, which I hope to one day be invited to, in her stunning home perched off a main road, and giving us some of the most quotable moments on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And because of her, you can name them. Thank you for being here. Sutton Stracke, how are you?
I am well. You did name them pretty well.
Name them.
Have I never invited you? Haven't been invited to a Christmas party?
I have not.
Oh, well, we'll fix that.
Okay.
That's just an oversight.
That's okay. So how are you doing? How was your weekend?
I've done an interesting project this weekend. So, I have a business, Sutton Brands, and I went through my closet.
Okay.
And which was an arduous task.
Yeah.
And right now it looks like a garage sale in there. And I'm boxing up clothes to send to Houston, which is where we're based.
Oh, okay, nice.
And so there's a big warehouse there, and we are working with Pickle. Have you heard of Pickle?
No.
So they're really cool. So they are a rent kind of like.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and so we're going to send a bunch of things to Pickle and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then I'm sending some stuff to Augusta.
Okay.
And I'm going to do like a little live shopping in Augusta with my goddaughter.
Oh, fun.
After the Masters tournament. So yeah, so it's been like a project and I'm going insane.
Yeah.
And to go through my closet and to see all of the things that I have. And I'm all about fashion and not waste.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I myself am a culprit. So that was my weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm exhausted.
I bet. I was at Disneyland in 91-degree heat.
I can't do that.
I too was exhausted.
I remember those days and I do not envy you.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'd rather go work in my closet.
I know.
Literally,
that's what I'm doing today after this podcast. I have like a couple Zooms in the afternoon, but I'm doing my closet today. It's a disaster.
Well, with our show, we wear a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
And I know some of the girls on our show, this is not a bad thing to rent.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not bad. We should all kind of embrace it because it does, it's part of circular fashion and it's really kind of a smart thing to do, especially for us because we have to wear, over and over and over. Sometimes it's 3 outfits in a day and we film like 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So, it's a smart way to do it. I just never have done it.
Yeah.
So this is kind of my first time going into my closet to start circulating it.
Yeah.
So
you'll have to let me know how that goes.
I'm going to let everybody know. So it's going to be interesting.
In my Palm Springs house, I have my closet filled with just looks that I've worn on red carpets that I'm not necessarily going to wear again, but I'm like, I want to do something with it instead of just leaving them hanging there forever.
Call me.
Okay.
And we can figure it out.
Perfect.
I think I'm going to probably, with all of this, I'm going to donate to circular fashion.
Yeah.
Because it's a small niche in the fashion world. And so we kind of need to boost it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, it was good to see you at the Threads Dear Media dinner.
Yes, that was so fun. I had a great time.
Yes.
And the first beautiful dinner.
Right. It was so good.
Beautiful dinner. And I loved all of the different characters that were there.
Was there anyone who you were a fan of from a different show who you got to meet that night? Because it was the reality TV greats dinner.
Yes. Well, there wasn't anybody that I got to meet. I just love seeing Cynthia Bailey.
Yes, I love her.
And then, of course, I sat across from Kathy Hilton, who's a good friend of mine. But I met someone that I didn't know, and he was the winner of Survivor.
Jam Jam?
Jam Jam.
Yeah. Did you not watch Traitors?
I've never seen Traitors.
Oh, it's so good.
So don't tell me.
I won't.
Because maybe that's a binge watching kind of situation.
For sure.
For a plane. But he was so great.
Yeah.
And so interesting. And I loved hearing his story about being like the first Puerto Rican to be on to win Survivor,
Uh-huh.
and then to go on and do Traitors. And we talked about it. I was
Yeah.
like, he said, you must do Traitors, Sutton. I said, I
Yes.
will never do Traitors.
You haven't even seen it.
I am not going to give up my phone for that long. I'm not going to sleep in a bad bed.
It is the phone, yeah.
In the bed, I like
Uh-huh.
nice bedding. I can't, no. I'm not meant for that show.
Well, I know you were sitting across from Kathy Hilton. So did any of the espresso martinis that were on the tray spill on you as well?
There must have been 12
At
espresso.
least.
Yeah. And on that tray. And as the server was walking behind her, I got the front row seat of them all teetering, and I heard them jiggling.
Uh-huh.
And Kathy's back was just to that server.
Yeah.
All of them. It was like a waterfall.
I know.
It was a wet espresso martini contest for Kathy.
Uh-huh.
She was drenched.
I mean, thankfully, she was wearing dark brown.
She was wearing an espresso martini, silk satin blouse.
Yeah.
So I've never seen anything like it.
So I'm sitting at the other table where my back is to Kathy, and I see him walking up with all of the espresso martinis. He hands me one. And then I just hear
So it was your fault.
It was my fault. Yeah, I unbalanced the tray, I guess. But then I'm just hearing the clink, 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 clink. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I just pictured what was happening. And I turned around. And you never know how someone's going to react know, when something gets spilled on them.
Yeah.
And I was just so pleased to see. She was so chill.
She was like, it's very cold.
Yeah. But then she even made a joke. She's like, well, hopefully this doesn't keep me up all night.
Yeah. No, good. Well, Kathy doesn't need any help with that. As I get sometimes like text or little memes from her at 2 a.m. She's a late nighter.
I love it.
Yeah.
It was so funny. But I was glad that I got to see everyone.
Oh, yeah. It was so fun.
Yeah.
And Crystal's so...
Yes.
She's so silly. And we went to a party at Kathy's house on like 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
And there was Crystal, and we were taking a picture, and Crystal is so naughty. We're taking the picture, and she kind of goosed me during the picture several times, like with her finger. And I was like, what are you doing? She goes, so you'll always remember what I was doing when you see that picture. And somebody posted it, and I was looking at my face like I look a little off because Crystal was like sticking her finger where it shouldn't be going. Like, Crystal, you are so bad. She's so naughty.
I love her so much.
I know. She's great.
Our daughters are going to be at the same school starting in a few months.
Oh,
I know.
That's so nice.
And so I'm like, Summer is very excited. She wants to take a bus to school.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, I'm not going to just let a 5-year-old get on the bus every day. I still want to have that dropping her off, picking her up experience. But I'm like, you know what? If maybe once a week she wants to hop on with Zoe, and I know.
And Zoe's so
yes,
like bossy cute.
Yeah.
I love her
so I was like,
much.
wait, I love this for us.
And also, I think when you're a parent, in the mornings they're pretty quiet, but the afternoons, just remember this.
Yeah.
Like going forward, that's when you get the good stuff.
Okay.
And just drive and pretend like you're not listening.
Uh-huh.
If you have like a carpool, you will hear everything.
Yeah.
That's like you get all the scoop.
Okay.
About all the kids.
Yeah.
You know exactly what's going on. Just drive, pretend like you don't care,
Uh-huh.
and listen.
Yeah. I do notice that a little bit whenever Summer and her friend get picked up together, whether it's me or the other mom.
Yeah.
And she's like, so I heard what so-and-so did today to so-and-so.
Yeah, if you
like,
ask them, they're not going to tell you.
No, they just say, good.
Yeah, they don't care. But they also don't realize that you can listen and drive at the same time. They have no clue.
No, I know. And it's such a fun age. And I feel like it goes so quick. And then she's going to be, she's in school right now 5 days a week, but even longer days. And then they do after school. And I'm like, she's spending more time at school than they are at home.
I know. Well, mine are in college and law school.
Yeah.
So I never see them. And my youngest son, James, came home for spring break on Saturday, and I've barely seen him.
Yeah.
Last night we started a movie, and we were watching LA Confidential, and I was like, okay, I'm getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, okay, I'm going to leave. I'm going over to my friend's house. And I was like, what? We just, we're like 40 minutes into this movie.
Yeah.
Then I got a text from him saying he was going to spend the night there. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So he left last night. I've yet to see him.
So are you a fully empty nester now?
I'm full. Yes, I am. But then I realized they really just come back.
Right.
Like, I can't like remodel the house and not have a bedroom in there. I thought about it.
For sure.
When I bought that house, I speaking of closets, I busted through where James's room was going to be and made that part of my closet.
Mm-hmm.
And so then on the upstairs, that's where his room became, that room.
Yeah.
So then I thought, it would be really nice if I made a gym upstairs. I could just have the whole upstairs to myself, but then that would be James's room. Where would he sleep? So I can't do that yet. So it's not quite empty nesting.
Okay.
It doesn't happen yet.
For sure.
But, one day it will.
I know, and I only have one.
Oh my gosh, you're going to flip out.
I know. Maybe I have another. I don't know. We'll see.
I love that that's still a possibility.
With a surrogate. I am too old and I am too high risk.
You are not too old.
I'm about to be 41.
That is not too
And
old.
I'm not ready for like a couple more years for another. So like, I'm too high risk already.
Oh, are you? Oh.
Yeah. I got preeclampsia and HELLP syndrome.
Yeah.
And my doctor at this point, he's like, you should have done that 5 years ago. Which right after. But I was like, no, it was way too traumatic. So I'm like, we have frozen eggs. Maybe we turn them into embryos.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So we have the option, but mentally not there yet.
Somebody told me, Sutton, you just need to adopt a baby because I get bored easily.
Yeah.
Like, well, I know I should. Like, that would be kind of amazing.
Right.
But no, I'm good.
No.
I'm 54.
Yeah. Well, you don't look it.
I do. But
no, but the thing is you don't. And I love so much, like I know you talk about this on the show, but I loved when you joined the show because we get someone who is not filled with everything.
They're like, who's that alien?
No, you are naturally beautiful.
Thank you.
Your accent is adorable. And I've just loved watching you. I thought you brought such a breath of fresh air to the show.
Oh, thank you. Well, it was wild for me to be around a group of women that all have something done. And I've never experienced that before.
Yeah.
So I thought, wow, I really stick out like a sore thumb.
Because you're wearing incredible fashion all the time. That's why you stick out.
I don't know. But yeah, there were some growing pains for me for sure.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, being born and raised in LA, I feel like I've always seen it, and working in Beverly Hills, waiting tables for years. I mean, people would come in fully bandaged, like for their lunch.
I have seen people like that before. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
In normal. Augusta, Georgia, you do not see that.
So before you joined the show, did you watch Housewives at all? Like any of the franchises?
When I moved to California in August of 2008.
Okay.
And I lived in Orange County. So somebody said there was that show on. So I turned it on. James was a baby. And I was so horrified that I had to turn it off. Just the idea of, it was so scary to me. I didn't want to be a housewife like that.
Yeah.
I like to do things and go to art museums and get involved with culture. And I was like, the gates scared me. And so I didn't watch. And later, I started watching New York.
Okay.
Because I lived in New York for a long time. I missed New York. So that was kind of like seeing the city.
Yeah.
And seeing the restaurants was fun. So I kind of got into New York. And then kind of Bravo became this, it's like this, like.
Cult?
No, well, maybe for some. No, it was like that white noise.
Yes.
It just kind of like is on, and I'll pack and something's on. Maybe it grabs my attention, or I don't know. When I work on my computer, something's on. It's just kind of like this nice comfort sound
for sure.
So I knew a little, but I wasn't like a diehard. My friend Jennifer Tilly is a diehard fan.
Gotcha.
Like she knows everything.
I loved meeting her when we did New Kids on the Block together.
Oh my gosh, she's so great.
She's so fun.
Yeah, she's so funny and fun, and but she knew Housewives of Beverly Hills the most. Like she knew everything. So and I really didn't.
Yeah,
I've started to go back. Kyle said something to me this past season and said, "This reminds me so much of season 2 something." And I was like, oh, okay. So I went back and I started watching from season 1.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, because I didn't know the ins and outs.
Right.
So it's been fun. I'm on season 3 right now.
Okay. So I've appeared.
You have appeared.
Yes.
Yeah. You have appeared.
I don't know that I could ever really go back and watch the early seasons of not necessarily Housewives because that was just a little bit, but like
Yeah.
Vanderpump Rules. I'm like, God, that was a lifetime
You look so
ago.
different now.
And my voice is different. I'm
Yeah.
like, am I okay? Like, I'm like went through like late puberty. My voice is so raspy now. It was so high when I started.
That's funny. I don't know. But you look like a kid.
Yeah. That's why people think I've had plastic surgery where I'm like, no, that was just still like my baby fat. I was in my 20s.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And now my face has thinned out. Like, sure, I've done a little filler, which I then reversed because my lips got lumpy. And so what I ended up doing is I did lip blushing.
What's that?
So my friend, her name's Lucy Hart. She has a studio in the Valley.
Okay.
She microbladed my brows. So I have like permanent brows. And then she did my lip blushing. So it's like a permanent lip liner, but she fixed my lip line. So my lips are a little more full with nothing on them and no filler.
Maybe I need to see her.
Yeah,
that's
she's
interesting.
Incredible.
That scares me, but okay.
It scared me too, but I mean, anything is reversible with lasers. And there's even one part on the bottom where I'm like, I kind of wish it went up a little more. And she goes, oh, we can fix that. That's so easy. Oh my gosh.
Did it hurt like a tattoo?
Yes, but the second time they got better numbing gel and it was not bad. Like I literally said, like, are you gonna start? And she goes, I'm already doing it. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even feel that.
I'm already getting heart palpitations. Like I get so nervous. I'm so scared. I'm a
but
big
doing
baby.
the brows, it was the best thing ever because I'm like, I don't need to wear a lot of makeup now.
Right. Okay. So and then you'll go through menopause and you lose like eyebrow hair. It's like, thanks.
Yeah. So microblading.
Like, why?
And then they're just there and it looks like hair. She does like tiny fine lines. It's like with a razor. It's not even a tattoo gun.
Oh my God. Okay.
It looks real.
Yeah, because then you're going to be 80 and not having eyebrows.
Right.
And that's crazy. And then that's the problem. Then you can't see.
Yeah.
So you're trying to put on eyebrows with a pencil and you're going to look crazy.
Yeah. And I already can't see.
That's why 80-year-old women can just be nice to them because they're trying to put their makeup on to look pretty and they can't see. So their eyebrows look all wackadoodle. And then they're putting on lipstick and it's all over their face. And so we need to be kind to them. They're trying their hardest.
I love it. So you serve on the board of trustees of the American Ballet Theater in New York, as we know. So I'm curious because Timothée Chalamet.
Okay.
Did you hear about his recent comments where he said no one cares about the ballet and opera anymore?
Yeah, I did. And I think it came out right when my episode came out when I said that I fall asleep during opera. I've danced in some operas because they need ballet in operas sometimes. I think he's very wrong. I think that, packed houses for ballet, especially in New York City, which has some of the best ballet companies in the world, he's very wrong. I think that when you look at like American Ballet Theater, we have a presence here in Los Angeles. There's a school here that's in at Sagerstrom Center.
Okay.
And, those are sold out houses. And when you look at the children that want to come and study ballet, Misty Copeland was huge in that and getting younger minority children to come study ballet. So he's very wrong there. I think when you can see a younger audience, that means something's working. When you see younger students studying ballet, that means something's working. So I think he's very wrong. I think we need to be sure to support the arts, especially right now. This administration does not really focus on the arts and any kind of support. So it's up to all of us as just normal people to support the arts. It's really such a gift that we can bring during times like these where it can be kind of sad. People get low. And one of the greatest things is to go to a performance. It doesn't, even if it's not ballet, it could be a play, it could be an opera if you like opera, whatever it is. Go to a museum, bring joy into your life, and to remember that's what the arts are.
Yeah, I would love to take my daughter to the ballet.
Oh, there's some coming up. So I'll
okay. Is there an age limit with those, like there is with some Broadway shows?
No, I mean I think the matinees are always beautiful, and the good ballet companies always kind of have programming So matinees are for children.
Okay.
Too.
She recently switched from ballet and tap to hip hop. But then yesterday,
Oh my gosh.
she's like, Mom, look. And she's doing a plie. She goes, I still remember.
Oh,
and I was like,
love
you can
it.
go back to ballet if you
Oh
want.
my gosh,
but
I love it.
yeah. So I'm like, I would love to take her to that. I've taken her to Broadway shows.
Yeah.
And she loves going to live performances.
Yeah, well, it's such a fantasy world.
Mhm.
And that's what the escapism is what we kind of need right now,
Yeah,
I think.
exactly. Okay, we're going to take a quick little break and then we're going to be back with the Name 'em game.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you know when something pops up last minute and you're suddenly in need for an outfit that just works? Well, that's when I head straight to Revolve because they have so many options, so many of my favorite brands, and everything ships to you so quickly. So whenever it's last minute, Revolve should be your go-to. It's a place I like to go to also when I don't want to overthink my outfit. Everything on the Revolve site is styled in a way that it just like makes sense. You know, it feels curated. It's not chaotic. And even if I order multiples sometimes, like I'll order something in a couple different colors or a couple different sizes just to try them on, shipping and returns make it so easy. Everything comes with the return label. So if the size doesn't work, if you need a different color, then you just ship it back for free with the label. So easy. They also just launched their own label called Revolve LA, and it's really chic. They have these silhouettes that are strong and modern, very polished, very confident. It's the kind of stuff you put on when you want to look expensive, especially for a dinner or an event when you know photos are happening, which happens all of the time with me and my friends. And y'all, they have the cutest coats on Revolve. If you live somewhere that's not LA and you have that weather, I'm telling you, they have the best jackets. Speaking of weather, whether it's a big night out, a wedding, a trip, or you just need something last minute that actually works, Revolve always has it. Go to revolve.com/goodasgold to shop our faves and use code goodasgold for 15% off your order. And definitely check out the new Revolve LA label while you're there. Fast shipping, easy returns. It makes everything easier. That's revolve.com/goodasgold. You can shop our faves and get 15% off your first order. Offer ends April 24th, so don't miss out. And you know, when life gets busy, workouts are often the first thing to go. I have been so guilty of this when my schedule is so busy and I don't fit time to work out in my schedule. But that's when I remember that I am so grateful I have a Tonal. With Tonal, you can make sure you're checking workout off your to-do list with their smart and compact strength training system right in your home. 24/7. I swear you will often catch Brock and I in the gym after 10 p.m. And by in the gym, I mean in our garage with our Tonal. Because if a day goes by and we're like, shoot, we didn't make it to the gym, we didn't work out, we didn't hike, whatever it may be, even just getting 10 to 15 minutes in on the Tonal, I feel like I accomplished something. Tonal provides the convenience of a full gym and the guidance of a personal trainer anytime at home with one sleek system. In our old place, we legit used to have the Tonal in our living room, and it looked so sleek and so cool on the wall that it just was like almost a piece of artwork, but it was pretty cool because I could work out. Summer was right there in her playpen back in the day. But now we have it in our garage and we're turning it into a full home gym. So no more second guessing your form. And also, Tonal lets you choose from a variety of expert-led workouts from strength to HIIT, yoga, mobility. I mean, you just want to keep coming back for more because there is something for everyone. And right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code goodasgold. That's tonal.com and use promo code goodasgold for $200 off your purchase. That's tonal.com, promo code goodasgold for $200 off. All right, Sutton, you've had so many good ones, but what would you say is one line of yours that fans quote back to you the most?
Definitely name them.
Yeah. Okay. Because I definitely say that regularly.
You do?
Yes. My mom and I, like, if she's talking about, I don't know what restaurant I want to go to for dinner tonight. I'm like, well, name them. You know, which one? Like, it's iconic.
Well, you know, it comes in handy.
It does.
If somebody wants you to, you know, if they're kind of trying to get at you,
Yeah.
just name them.
Yeah.
If you have problems with me, name them.
Exactly.
Let's go over them. Let's
I
do
love
it.
it. So in that spirit, I'm hoping
Oh, God.
you might just do that today. And so I want to start off with a fun little game. I'm going to rattle off a category and I want to hear who from your Real Housewives cast, past, present, self-included, fits it best.
Okay.
Okay. Who is the most punctual?
Probably Erica.
I think we can guess who is the least.
Oh, I mean, yeah. That was obvious.
Best fashion.
I think I say this and I mean it really. I think all of us have our own way that we interpret fashion. And I think everybody looks good.
If you needed to borrow something that wasn't Zara from someone's closet, whose would it be?
I really liked that Zara. I still have it. I need to give it back to Kyle. I like Dorit's style a lot. I would probably borrow something from her.
Okay. Who would you say is the most misunderstood?
Probably I am the most misunderstood.
Yeah. What do you think people get the most wrong about you?
That I'm not down to earth. That I don't have like a reality sense of life.
I've never gotten that from you.
Really?
I always felt like you're very down to earth.
Oh, well, that's good.
But that's the thing, too, is like when you watch someone on a TV show, it is different when you meet them in person. You're not always seeing all sides. And so I've had so many interactions with you off camera. I'm not on a show with you. So it's like, I'm like, well, from what I see, like, you're cool as fuck.
Yeah, well.
So. What about, who is the most different off camera than we see on the show?
Well, I mean, I think everybody's different off camera. I think Jennifer Tilly is very different off camera.
Okay.
With me,
Yeah.
We're friends.
Who's the biggest pot stirrer?
Well, I mean, I think in the real term of pot stir, which is to keep the momentum going and our story going. We don't have a story, but just to kind of keep it moving along, probably Kyle.
Okay. What about the biggest prankster?
Oh, Kathy Hilton is the biggest prankster.
Who throws the best parties?
Kathy throws a great party. I think I throw a beautiful party.
Okay. Who do you trust the most?
Oh. This is going to sound crazy. I trust Kathy.
Yeah.
I trust Jennifer. Those are probably my two confidants.
Okay. Who has the best one-liners?
Well, I mean, I think I do.
Who gives the best advice?
I think that Kyle and Kathy give the best advice.
Yeah. Who is best at giving other women their flowers? Compliments.
I think that Erica's really good at complimenting other women. I mean, I think that we all are. I think Bose is really good at lifting women up.
Yeah. Who is the most easygoing?
So I think Rachel is easygoing.
Yeah.
But I think internally there's probably, because we're both Virgos, so I know a Virgo.
Yeah.
She's easygoing, but I think internally she's probably like, that Virgo twisted self.
Yeah. She's been a great addition.
Yeah.
I love watching her.
She's great.
Yeah. Who is the worst texter in the group?
What define worst?
So say
texter?
either in a group chat they never respond, or you text them and they just like don't get back to you for a long time. Is it you?
No, I text back. I think it would be collectively all of us. I mean, Jennifer Tilly complains about it all the time.
Yeah.
She's like, no one texts back. And I said, great season. And it's crickets.
That's me. I'm Jennifer Tilly. I'm like, why didn't they respond?
I'm like, Jennifer,
something.
Jennifer, because we all hate each other. No.
Like, why are we in a group chat? Who would you say is the Queen of Beverly Hills?
Well, I mean, I think we all think that Kyle is.
Yeah.
I think that I will be shot for this. I think it's thought of that Lisa Vanderpump is.
Thought of. It is not.
Okay. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's this, maybe she thinks she is. Right?
Yeah. I think she thinks she is, for sure. She's not even really here anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I saw, and I don't know if this is a rumor or if it's true, but I saw that TomTom is up for sale. And they'll even like give the licensing to the name and whatever.
Did they own the building?
I don't think so. I thought they were renting it.
Yeah,
But
I would think they were renting.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think the grand dame truly is Kathy Hilton.
Yeah.
I have, been friends with her for a long time now, and the respect in this community, in this city, is tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
People really look up to her. They take advice from her.
Yeah.
She takes the lead, and she is a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's probably, the queen.
Yeah. I love her. And she does throw an amazing party.
She does, but she also is very considerate of others, and she comes from a good place,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not to ingratiate herself.
Yeah. I think I've met her probably about 15 times, and I don't know if she'll ever remember me. So
Yes, she
I
would.
have fun with it now that I'm like, so nice to meet you.
Oh no, she remembers. She'll know. She knows exactly who you are.
Okay. But I adore her. Okay, we're gonna do an F, marry, kill.
Okay.
Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, Chanel.
Oh, oh wait. So it's F, marry, or kill. I'm gonna kill Gucci.
Okay.
I think they go through designers too much, and they're all over the place for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love them and then I hate them, so F them. Of course, I'm gonna marry Dolce & Gabbana.
Yes.
And then what's my other one?
You have some fun with Chanel.
Then what is that one?
The F one.
Oh, so I kill Gucci.
Yeah.
I marry Dolce,
Uh-huh.
and then I F. That means a good thing.
Yes, a good thing.
Chanel.
Yeah, you have fun with Chanel.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm never good at that game.
I love that. Is there anyone that fans might be surprised that you're close to based on either the edit or someone else in the Bravo world that they wouldn't really know from watching the show?
Close in the Bravo world. Well, like I like a lot of the people from Southern Charm.
Yeah.
And also Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have an affinity for Salt Lake City because my first season was their first season.
Oh, yeah.
So there was like this, we kind of were all holding hands together,
Mhm.
like, what in the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
And, with Mary, just and her son, even when that first came out, that first discussion she had with her son, I really I reached out to her because with my dad's suicide,
Yeah.
I was like, is that what I saw her son's face.
Mm-hmm.
And, my dad, right before he killed himself, was like on sleeping pills, on Xanax for anxiety, was on something else, depression, and self soothing with alcohol. And,
Yeah.
I just thought, is that what his face looked like when he shot himself? I could see like trouble in his eyes.
Yeah.
And Mary and I talked about that. And when I saw her at BravoCon, we became very close.
Mhm.
And my heart just goes out to her.
Yeah.
She's so strong and wonderful.
Yeah. I can't even imagine.
I know.
That was just
I
devastating.
cry about
seeing
it right
that
now.
news.
I think
I know.
she's so great.
Yeah, she really is. I didn't watch Salt Lake the first couple seasons, then I got into it like 2
Yeah.
seasons ago, and I'm like, I don't know what people were saying that they haven't always loved Mary because, like, I think she's fantastic.
Well, and also I think Mary and I were both these kind of quirky people.
Yeah.
Because it was both of our first seasons.
Uh-huh.
And, I think people kind of thought these women are sort of the same. Like they have this weird fashion
Yeah.
sense and they just say weird, quirky things. And I was like, leave us alone. We're eccentric. It's okay.
Yeah. When I saw her at BravoCon, I had just taken a photo with Andy and I just had my slippers on. So I was like, I'm just going to take a little selfie. And then I saw
Yeah.
Mary walk in. I was like,
She's
I'm like, putting on the heels.
she's everything. Like people love her.
Yes.
People are they just gravitate towards her.
Yes.
She's a presence.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
I love her. So you guys are currently, y'all are in your 15th season.
I know.
That's wild.
I know.
Which, I mean, it's a long time for reality shows to run this long.
Uh-huh.
But I have to ask, when fans have comments about the show, like as a whole, do you take that personally? Like if it's like a celebrity, Sarah Michelle Gellar, for example, recently said that she thought the season was boring.
Well, there were some Buffy episodes that I thought were boring. So whatever, Sarah. And I also think it has to come in waves. Like we can't have like tumultuous seasons,
No.
we would be exhausted.
Yes.
You know, I
And
mean,
it's just not healthy.
it's just not healthy. Give us a mental health day,
Yes.
everybody. And we had 2 new housewives come in this season. I think it's been
Mhm.
a really good season personally. And
Yeah.
I've enjoyed watching it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just different this season.
Yeah.
It's just a different season. So yeah, I mean, of course, there's ownership in that. You know, I think we all take pride
Yeah.
in our show.
I think too, people, especially the Bravo audience, they've come to expect a certain level of drama. And it's like they think that every episode needs to have this crazy fight or something.
Right.
And I'm like, how about we see an episode of women supporting women, getting along,
Right.
having fun together, making jokes, like
Yeah.
Kyle and Dorit in the Hamptons. That was so fun to
Yeah,
watch.
that was fun.
I would rather watch them get along in the Hamptons than be fighting the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It's so true. I mean, and like when we went to Augusta, not only did people loved those
Yes.
episodes, they were very real and raw,
Yeah.
but also funny. The 3 of us loved filming there.
Mhm.
It had a different element to it.
Yeah.
But the fans will do they love it when we're shopping, but then and hate it when we're fighting. But then they love it when we're fighting and hate it when we're just shopping and like
know.
being friends. So, you know, we damned if you do, damned if you don't.
literally.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's not our fault that, you know, we're not shipping people to prison and that, you know, there's not like a dead person. There, you know, we can't
Yeah.
it's not our fault.
But that's the thing.
We're getting divorced right now. Just everybody
Yes,
calm down.
Right? Everyone's going
Let
through
everybody
it.
get divorced. And you know, it's so funny because for me this season, I'm like, really? I have been trying to talk about divorce for
Mhm.
5 years and nobody listened. Now everybody's talking about divorce and I am so tired of talking about divorce. Like, I want to have hot girl summer.
Yes.
But no, we're going to talk about divorce. Okay. Let's do that.
So do we want to talk about divorce right now?
Oh, not really. I'm good. You know, I'm like finally good.
Yeah. So you mentioned Jennifer Tilly, that's who your confidant is, your closest with her
Yeah.
off the show. Would you say that your friendship has changed at all, or did the show affect that relationship?
Yeah, I mean, it did, especially this season because we had a hiccup, and I was like, wow, that was weird.
Yeah.
It was weird,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we both had to take a breath.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's because of the show. Like, that would never have happened had we not been filming and put in that, you know, strange situation.
Right.
But luckily, it was fast.
Yeah.
It was fast.
And that's how you know you have a real friendship, you know,
Yeah.
especially when you put cameras and other people in the same situation. It is bound to happen at least once. And if you
Right.
can quickly recover from that, like, that's amazing. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's not always easy to do when there's outside pressure.
Right.
And it heightens it.
It does. Well, and you're tired on those trips. And, you
Yes.
know, it's just a
You
lot.
don't sleep a lot. I don't think people
No.
realize that reality TV is not unionized. There are no hours for how much the cast can film.
No.
We could be filming 16 hours a day on a trip. They're switching out the crews,
Right.
but we're not getting the rest.
That's right.
And I don't think people get that. It's
No.
like they're exhausting. Like, sure, some trips are fun, but it's work. It's
Yeah.
exhausting.
Yeah, I'd like to go on a fun trip.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's do
waiting.
a fun girls
I'm
trip.
waiting.
Do you think Amanda has been a good addition to the group?
Oh.
And do you think her age has anything to do with her fitting in?
Amanda was a challenge. You know, it's not her age. I just don't think it's her age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Erica and I talk about this a lot. Erica thinks it's her age. I think it's her personality.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, you know, she could be 50 and it would be difficult. She's very self-focused.
Yeah.
Very.
She's a one-upper for sure.
Now that I think is just being new on the show.
Okay.
And I don't think it has anything to do with age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think she wanted to just show.
Yeah.
And sometimes they encourage that.
Uh-huh.
Producers, like, you know, so that you look like you're supposed to be there.
Right.
But she's very self-focused. She's self-focused and business-focused. So it's hard to infiltrate
Mm-hmm.
when somebody really just wants to talk about their business.
Right.
And it was hard to film.
Yeah.
Because it's like, but why are you taking it back to your business and back to your business and back to your business?
It is, yeah, most of what she talks about. Do you believe in manifestation?
No. I'm not a manifester.
Yeah.
I mean, it was hard. And then every day it was like we had to manifest something. My luggage was lost. And I took it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
you did.
I'm a fucking trooper.
And the Zara dress was great. I just thought it was funny. You're like, Zara.
But see, but now I went to a conference in September after that, and I learned all about Zara, and they are amazing, and they're very eco-friendly and sustainable, and all kinds of things in ways that people don't understand. I'll talk about Zara a different day, but I took it pretty well, and my luggage was gone. You know, you plan all these outfits,
yes,
and also you spend a lot of money,
yes,
and I was like, is it ever gonna come? And so when it finally did come, she was like, I manifested that. And I wanted to say, no, I mean, my luggage isn't here because you manifested that. My luggage is here because it finally got on the right thing. Nobody manifested that. I am sorry. And when she did that, I just was like, rolled my eyes, like, give me my luggage. Like, I cannot wait to see my dresses.
Was it genuinely your idea to room with her or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what all they'll show in the reunion, but I shared kind of what really happened.
On
the reunion.
Okay. So when it comes to trips and the rooms and whatnot, how did they decide? Like, oh, well, you get the master suite, but then you get the twin beds. Was that the only room that had 2 beds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Twin beds it was. Okay, moving on from Amanda.
But I will say, I mean, people really don't believe. They thought that I was doing it for weird reasons. I wasn't.
I just thought production said it would be great for you girls to room together.
Production had me rooming with someone else.
Oh.
And I was like, we can't do that. So it went around about, and I said, you know what, I'll do it. I'm gonna room with Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
I did notice I started to feel creepy about the Amanda pile-on.
Yeah.
I really did. And I was like, I'll do my part to make her feel more comfortable. See, and then what I've realized is I don't think Amanda feels uncomfortable.
Right. Yes. She's very calm always.
Yes. Like she doesn't care.
Yeah.
Because she's like in her world.
Uh-huh.
She's an alien.
It is interesting how calm she remains.
Yeah.
As I'm watching it, I'm like, I try to be that way as much as I can in life. Like if someone raises their voice, I'm not necessarily going to raise mine back. So I'm like, dang, she's just like always calm.
That's what when Cal and I talked to her, we were begging her to like bring some emotion. Like,
right.
Don't you feel anything for us?
Yeah.
She didn't. And meanwhile, that I've been working on being non-reactive, and I don't need cameras around to make me reactive.
Right.
And I've really like pulled that in.
Yeah.
So, but for me, I'm like, she is so far in that she ran around the block, It's like, wow. I don't know how she does it, but.
Yeah. Moving on from Amanda, you and Dorit have had your fair share of moments over the years. Do you feel like her going through a divorce now could give y'all some common ground?
No.
Okay. You did have some amazing lines at her. You're angry and you're not angry at me. You're angry at your life.
Was I wrong?
You were not wrong.
Maybe I should have said it in a more gentle way.
Yes. But I will say that's another one that I've quoted you on before too, with a past cast member of mine. Yeah? And I'm just like, she's angry and she's not angry at me. Like she's angry at her life. And I was like,
actually is like a nice thing to say.
Yeah.
When someone's yelling at everybody.
Yeah.
I had just had it.
Right. It's just the delivery,
was
like
bad. It was bad delivery.
But like no one will ever forget that. And then pick on somebody else whose wallet fits.
That was terrible. That's the worst thing I've ever said.
Okay, I was going to ask if you could take back any of your lines.
If I could take that back, I would. But, I felt like it had been years of torment.
Yeah.
And I just had it. And that's the meanest thing I think I've ever said to anybody in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm not a
Yeah.
mean person.
No.
And I'm like, and I was stumbling over my words. It just came out really weird. Didn't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, it, there was a home invasion in my brain when I said it.
Right.
That I shouldn't have said either. That just then that was weird. But
Yeah.
something tripped my wires.
Mm-hmm.
It
happens. We've all said things on.
She kept coming at me
Yeah.
and coming at me. I just should have said, just stop picking on me.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been way better.
Right. Yeah. We don't always say the right thing
Like,
at the
just
right
stop
time.
picking on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. It was just stupid.
Do you think y'all will ever have a real friendship?
Right now
Mm-hmm.
is not the time to even make guesstimations.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
just so I don't think either one of us really cares right now.
Yeah. I get that.
But I do want to see her life get better.
Yes.
I really do.
Yeah.
Like, she has so much
Mm-hmm.
to offer.
She does.
And I would like to see her in a really great place.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think she's getting there, you know? I mean, especially her kids are young. And when you're going through a public divorce, I mean, things always get messy. But I do hope that things turn around for her too.
Yeah. I mean, I've always said that.
Yeah.
And I mean, I hope so.
Yeah.
You know, just get divorced.
Right. Yeah.
You know, this is taking a long time. Just do it.
Yeah. And I mean, all the things that, you know, we hear about PK, it's like, yeah, she needs to.
I don't know
Get
who's
out
right
of
and
this.
who's wrong
Yeah.
anymore. I'm just like, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pull the cord and
Yeah.
so that you can truly
Move on.
and make your life wonderful.
Definitely.
Because she has all of the she has everything she needs
Mm-hmm.
to do that. She's got all
Yeah.
the tools in her toolbox.
Yeah, for sure.
And she's gonna be great.
Yeah, for sure. Are there any former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast members you would like to see come back, whether just for like a pop-in or as an actual diamond holder?
I mean, I love Denise.
Yes.
I love her. I loved when we got to film with her, Erica and I.
Mm-hmm.
I just love her.
Yeah.
And I think she's a great housewife.
Yeah. I love her too.
I mean, I begged.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I begged.
And she doesn't want to do it?
I don't know. I think, no, I don't think that's it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm like, please. I
Yeah.
love her so much.
Yeah.
And I think the fans love her.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's got this, you know, she's kind of in this place where she's rebuilding.
Yeah.
And she's just has such a great heart and she's smart.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she's got a naughty side to her,
Yeah.
which is intriguing to me.
Yeah.
But I think she'd be better now than she was when I first
Well,
came
yeah. I
on.
mean, she was in a toxic relationship.
She
and when you're
was.
in that cycle.
That's so true.
Yeah. I think she would be.
And we didn't know.
Exactly. No one knew, you know?
Yeah.
And I think when you're in that, you are not obviously yourself. You're not your best version. You're not
Right.
being as real as you would be. I mean, we all saw it on camera. He's like, I'm going to crush your
She was having a
fucking
part of her
hand.
life.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So I do feel like now if she were to come back, you would see a lighter, more fun side.
Yeah.
And I love that she was so honest about her facelift and everything she had done because it's like, we all want to know.
It terrified me.
But like, what did Lindsay Lohan do? You know, it's not peptides. It's not just creams. It's
What
like
did
you
she do?
probably did like a one stitch. Like there's something that lifted your skin. And
What's
I
a
don't
one
think it was
stitch?
it's just like a mini facelift, like a little mini, it's like a one stitch.
Yeah, but you say that like it's easy, but it's not easy.
Like I want a one stitch.
But they still like take your face off.
A little bit.
Ugh.
But it's like a very minimal downtime and recovery.
Lindsay Lohan looks amazing.
Exactly. But it's like, just tell us what you really did. Like, why are you ashamed of it? Who cares what you did? You look the best you've ever looked.
She looks
Why gatekeep?
incredible.
Yeah.
Well, because she's like, I don't want anybody else to look this good.
Selfish.
No, she's amazing too.
Is there anyone that you would be okay never having in your social circle again?
Lisa Rinna. But she's not in my
Mhm.
social circle,
Right.
so that's easy.
Yes. Do you ever cross paths with her at like fashion shows now that she's really in that world?
No, I stay away.
In her recent book, fans had pointed out some comments she made about you that were a bit below the belt. Did you hear any excerpts from it? How did that make you feel?
I didn't hear any excerpts. I, of course, was never going to read her book.
Yeah.
In fact, Jennifer got her book, and I was like, "Why would you read that? Like that kind of offends."
I did listen to it.
I said, "Jennifer, that really offends me." I did.
She wanted to see what she was saying about you. She's just being a good friend doing her research.
No, I said that offends me as a friend.
Mm.
I told Jennifer that.
Yeah.
And of course, if I'd gotten the book, I would have done the same thing that she did to Garcelle's book. I would have thrown it in the trash where it belongs. I don't read things like that anyway.
Yeah.
I try to expand my mind and keep things heavy in my reading that are difficult to read. Mm-hmm. So I'm still learning at the age of 54.
Yeah.
But no, it didn't faze me.
Yeah. You did mention Garcelle, and one listener sent in a question for you. She said, I'm struggling with not having closure from a friendship fallout, similar to Sutton's situation with Garcelle. Does she have any advice on how to move on when someone leaves without giving you that conversation?
Obviously, it's difficult. I struggle with it still. It's just so sad. Mm-hmm. It's like a death. But
yeah. Do you talk at all now?
Mm-mm. No, and it's been difficult for me personally. Then the fans are like, stop talking about. Well, stop asking questions.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to talk about it. This is something that was really sad for me.
Yeah.
And it was a big loss.
Mm-hmm.
I lost a friend.
Yeah.
So, the flippant questions and the people making fun of it and chastising me for what I did wrong.
Yeah.
You need to remember that I lost a friend in this. Mm-hmm. A very good friend.
Yeah.
And now looking back, yes, I'm sorry. But at the same time, I've lost a friend.
Yeah.
And
I do know because I went through a very similar thing.
You did?
With my best friend of 15 years. And after our last season, I was going through a lot personally that I wasn't sharing at the time in my marriage. And I acted out of character. I said things out of pocket. I said things other people thought I should say that weren't necessarily my original thought. And looking back, so many regrets. I understand why we're not best friends anymore. But like having people constantly like, oh, well, you didn't show up and you did this and you did that. And I'm like, I understand that. I know. I wish I could take things back.
Right.
But I did. I lost my best friend of 15 years. And sure, my actions were a part of that. But like, that's still something I struggle with on a regular basis. Like I miss that friendship.
Well, right. I'm sorry that I was not given the opportunity to work things out.
Yeah.
That was the hardest part.
Maybe one day our paths will cross, yours will cross, and a conversation can be had. And maybe it won't be the same, it won't look the same, but maybe there's something to salvage because there's that love there no matter what. You're not that close with someone and then the love just goes away.
No, it's really a breakup. And, I did love Garcelle.
Yeah.
And so it is, it was a breakup.
Yeah.
It's when the boyfriend just drops you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you just have to live with it.
Yeah.
You have to get comfortable in yourself again.
Yeah, and it's not easy.
No,
so
it was not fun.
I just want you to know I can completely empathize with you there because it's hard. These shows,
I know.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of friends, I want to talk about an ex-friend.
Oh.
So you have had, so your ex is with a friend of yours now.
Yeah.
Is that what led to him wanting an annulment? Like those papers that you got, was that saying were annulled, or do you agree to this annulment?
So no, the Catholic Church has changed.
Yeah.
Everybody's very confused on this.
And I was raised Catholic, so
Okay.
I'm like, I know it from a spiritual aspect, like what it means, but
Right.
I was confused when you got the paper if it was just saying this is final, or do you agree to move forward with
No.
this?
So 2 years ago, I received a letter from the church saying that he had requested an annulment.
Okay.
Would I like to submit a letter to go into the request? I didn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter anymore. They don't do how they used to do it.
Gotcha.
Where both parties kind of were looked at.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that anymore.
Okay.
It's changed.
Yeah.
And that kind of floored me. And so a year later, it'll be a year in May, is when I got the letter from the Catholic Church saying that my marriage had been annulled
Gotcha.
by the Catholic Church. So that had changed. I
Mhm.
do not know if the impetus for the annulment was her. She also got an annulment
Interesting.
around the same time. I mean, I'm not stupid.
But it's like, are they wanting to get married in
Oh,
the Catholic Church?
Yes, I would imagine
Yeah.
that they will get married at some point, and good for her. The idea of him getting married does not, I say this, but, maybe the day they get married, I might have feelings.
For sure.
I'll call you then.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, my first thought is always like my children.
Yeah.
I've been divorced almost 10 years now.
Right.
So, I'm like, okay. I mean, at least she's not 25.
Yes. That's true.
Then I'd want to go punch people. I mean, I wouldn't, but I'd want to.
Did you ever notice like her behavior? Like, did you think like, oh, she has a thing for my husband? Like,
No. Because when our kids were growing up, when we were all married, no, I don't think I would have noticed.
yeah.
And then when I was divorced and they were all hanging out, I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she was getting divorced, I was just listening to her problems as a woman getting divorced and sharing mine.
Right.
Then in retrospect, I was like, wait a minute. I was sharing all those things and she was dating my ex-husband.
So crazy.
It's real bad.
Yeah.
It's real bad. Like, don't do that.
No.
Ladies, don't do that.
No.
Come on.
Like, there's more fish in the sea.
It's when you step out, or date him, but just step out of the relationship with me.
Yes.
Just say, you know what, Sutton, Christian and I have developed feelings. I mean, this is how you do it as an adult.
Right. Yeah.
Christian and I have feelings for one another. And so I just need to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And then exit.
Yes.
Left.
Correct.
Don't stay
No, that's
friends
so
with
weird.
me and let me continue to
Right.
say how much I hate my ex-husband as my friend. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that. That's so creepy and weird.
It is. What did y'all's mutual friends think of that situation?
Oh, so when I found out, it was so funny. And now I feel comfortable, because I'm not being mean to either one of them.
Yeah.
Date, get married. I'm going to help you with my children.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to be happy.
Yeah.
So, but now it's comical
Yeah.
because this doesn't happen to very many people in life. Of course, it happens to me.
Right.
I found out in London, my middle son told me he wasn't supposed to tell me.
Mm.
And the first thing I did when I was on my way to see my ex-husband, because I thought, I'm going to start to get along with him and we're going to have drinks and be friends again. And that was and then Philip, my son, told me this information. I was like, never mind the friendship thing. I was crying in the taxi. And of course, I called my other two friends in our friend group.
Yeah.
Like, it was a FaceTime joint group.
For sure.
And they were like, oh, ouch. They were pissed.
Yeah.
I was like, it's just one of those moments where you're like, this is what girlfriends are for.
Right.
Like, thank you, because now I can relax and go, like, do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And let them handle it.
Mm-hmm.
They did the dirty work.
Love it.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to her ex-husband at all?
Yeah. Yes, because our children we had graduation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had our youngest sons were still in high school together. I knew that all of this stuff was going to happen. We had prom. We had to do stuff.
Yeah.
So the two of her ex-husband and I were sort of like, lumped together. Like, here we are, you know?
Yeah. How did your kids take the annulment? Because obviously that came so much later after the divorce.
That was harder, I think, more. And we haven't really gone into it as deeply as I think we need to.
Yeah.
My middle son is very religious.
Mm-hmm.
He's very, very Catholic. And we talked about it a little, especially because my name change is coming up.
Right.
And he was like, I don't think you should change your name. And so he was the one that was really like, I don't want you to. He's the only one of the three. And I said, well, Philip, in the church, I am not Stracke. In the church, I am Brown. So, he needed to think about that. And I'm going to see him in a couple of weeks and we can have the talk again.
Yeah.
I mean, it was some serious, deep stuff that you can't just gloss over.
Right.
With your children.
Yeah, definitely. So you are going through with the name change?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take a long time. Well, one, the first person that my finance group is kind of handling it for me.
Yeah.
And my divorce attorney passed away.
Oh.
He was older.
Yeah.
In fact, I was his last case.
Oh, wow.
Before he retired. And so we have to find another divorce attorney to come and look at all of the divorce stuff.
Yeah.
And go through that. So they've been doing that.
Okay.
It's just going to take a while.
Yeah.
And then there's so much.
It's why I still have my ex-husband's last name.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, my name's Scheana Shay, and that's now been like my stage name, my professional name for over a decade. That I'm like, just to even go through the name change, and then what am I going to take my new husband, my current husband's last name, and then what if that doesn't work? Am I going to go back to my maiden name? So I'm like, I feel like no matter what I change my name to, everyone's always just going to call me Scheana Shay. It just rolls off the tongue. That's what I've
Sutton
been known
Stracke
as.
is pretty good.
Exactly.
Even though people can't, they can't pronounce it, they can't spell it. But Sutton Brown is really nice.
Yeah.
And refreshing to me.
Yeah.
We just have to go through it, and but it's wild how polarizing
it really is.
That conversation.
Yes.
Cynthia Bailey was like, I don't think you should change it. I like Sutton Stracke. And some people say, they get angry and they're like, don't make him make you change your name. Well, he's not. Right. I don't have to change it legally.
Yeah.
It's just something, it just feels right. And then Rachel Zoe she kind of really inspired this whole thing, Rachel. And when she was like, you don't want to be Ms. Stracke when there's a Mrs. Stracke.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, yeah, you're right.
I know. When I was watching that scene, I was like, shit, do I need to change my name?
I know, right? It's like, oh, thanks, Rachel. That gives me something to think about.
Yeah.
So it was so like a big controversy. It was kind of fun to listen to everybody.
Yeah.
And then there's people like my mother who are like, I don't care.
I know. I go back and forth with it, but then I'm just like, the thought of having to go through all of that. Like, to my daughter, I'm Scheana Marie Honey Davies.
Aww.
Like, that's my name, but she knows on YouTube I'm Scheana Shay. So it's like, she knows I have both names.
Yeah.
One day, I'm sure I will have to go into that.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, professionally, like, Scheana Shay is a New York Times bestselling author. Scheana Shay did all of these things that I'm like, I don't know. But there's not a Mrs. Shay yet. So I don't know how I would feel then.
Yeah.
Especially if it was a friend.
Oh, Lord. Don't know.
Yes.
I'm going to go back to therapy when that happens.
Yeah. Everyone could use therapy,
Yeah. I did it a long time. And then I was like, I'm sick of writing the check.
Yeah, I know. It's not cheap. And it's not always covered by insurance, depending on what you do.
Yeah. But my mother is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's hardcore.
I love your mom.
Ooh,
she's so great.
She's very hardcore.
I love her. So are we dating right now?
Well, yeah. I kind of took a break, and then I'm back. I'm back on the apps.
Okay.
I like the apps.
Yeah.
So I've been on a couple of dates. I lean towards New York. I like a New Yorker.
Yeah.
Well, I love Southerners
Yes.
because they're more fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
It's hard in LA.
Southerners are just fun.
Yeah.
We're just more fun. If you want to relax and like laugh and have a good time, just come over.
Yeah.
But so a Southerner in New York would be ideal.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm dating.
I like that.
I mean, I don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah. Would you ever do a dating show like Love Hotel or something like that?
I watched that show.
The Golden Bachelorette, maybe?
Oh God. No, the Love Hotel. I'm like, I would be so bad on that show because I would be speechless. Those men.
Yeah.
What would I do? I wouldn't. I'm not giving anybody my key. Y'all can all leave. I would need a new batch.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be like
right.
a new batch every 5 hours.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm done with these people.
Over it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What would you say has changed the most in your life since being on reality TV?
I think probably my courage and my strength have really come out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. You've lived here now for a long time, you were saying. Do you think you'll always stay here, or could you see yourself settling down somewhere else?
It's so different because my children aren't here.
Yeah.
I don't have any family here.
Yeah.
But I love my job.
Mm-hmm.
And I love kind of there's something about LA that's so different.
Yeah.
That it's a nice takeaway. So I think I'll always like have a place here.
Mm-hmm.
I love my apartment in New York, and I'm sort of looking at places down in Charleston.
Okay.
For a beach, like on the beach.
Nice.
So those three are a good combo for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Uh-huh. Last question. Outside of everything you've done, what would your dream job be?
I like being like the person of circular fashion and leading that charge.
Yeah.
I love working in fashion.
I love that. So as I mentioned earlier, we do a Jack's Hole every week on the podcast.
Okay.
Do you have one you would like to name? Name them.
Oh, well, I'm going to name Congress and pay our TSA workers and make our airports safe.
Yes, I'm with you. And then we end with a happy note on flowers, which I am giving to Kathy Hilton for how she handled the espresso martinis down her back with grace and humor. And we love her.
We love her.
Yes.
And you're wearing an espresso outfit today. Yes. Beautiful.
Well, thank you for being here so much.
Oh my gosh, so fun. I talk too much, I think.
The thing is, it's like when I do this, I'm like, I feel like sometimes I should just do a 2-hour episode and split it into 2 parts because like when it is someone I know and get along with, like I could just keep going.
Yeah.
So, but we only had the studio till 11:30, so we got to wrap it up. But thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you all for listening. Tune into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, airing Thursdays on Bravo, next day on Peacock, and follow along with Sutton over on IG at Sutton Stracke, which may soon change to
yeah, that's going to be a big announcement. Fireworks.
Yes.